All right, are we up here? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Microphone test. Distance placed. Clip filter on. Testing. No reaction. I think we're counting down. Audio is fine. Okay, it seems so. As far as we can get. Okay, we're back. We're up. Day 2 of our new world, our new life. Back to the routine. So nothing specifically exciting and interesting today. Just another day of work on one of the color blocks. I've got half of my flask light system set up. The flask is here. The light is not. I'm just trying to get things done bit by bit. So what you're seeing, this circular light here, it's because we have overhead lights above me here. Throwing straight down. It's coming through my lens. I've got a lens over my desk here. You can see it here in the side view. And today's stream, got to tell you right now, it's going to be a bit shorter than normal. We've been doing, the traditional stream is about 90 minutes. I start now at 8 o'clock in the morning, and around 9, sometimes we get a visitor. Cameron's on our HM comes in and drops in, and I finish by 9:30. That's not happening today because we have an early print party scheduled at 9 o'clock. 10 o'clock is usually the first time for print parties. We're what they call kashkiri this morning. The whole print party thing for today is booked out, or for this morning is booked out by a university group. I think they're from Shanghai. I'm not quite sure. I don't remember. I didn't do the booking. And they're coming at 9 o'clock. So somewhere just before 9, you'll see hordes of people starting to come through. And I'm the tanto for the first party at 9 o'clock. So this is going to be a short stream, maybe 45, 50 minutes, maybe 1 hour if they're late. We'll see. And the work is going to be simple. I'm just working on the seaweed block for the Great Wave print. The alcove, yes, I guess that's what it is. I'm in the alcove. Let me get going. This is early work on this block, so I haven't yet got a feel for which way the grain patterns run on it. It's the one you saw me yesterday. I just finished dressing it flat yesterday. We pasted it down the image. And it's only after a bit of carving and using the chisels that I get to learn how the grain works. And it's not going to be the same all across the block. What usually happens is because of the pattern of grain in a plank, I will be able to carve this way at this side and the other way at the other side. But we'll see how it goes. It's lots and lots of variation. Any of the print parties tried the wave yet? No, it's still waiting on me to get it ready. We had so much other preparation to do for getting the shop ready. I really couldn't focus on the wave. And also the staff do. It's a totally new setup. Everything's new. The position of everything, the bench height, the lighting is all different. So we didn't want the staff yesterday to handle too many variables all at the same time. So the first few print parties here in the shop are going to be just with the original blocks. There's 2 block sets in play right now. The Sensoji Temple block set, and some people are still doing the Peach Boy block set, but we basically switched to the Sensoji set for the next little while. And somewhere over the next few days, I really, really have to sit down and finish the test proofing on the Great Wave block, the microwave block. It's just waiting for me now. got to get my light set up here too. I can't see the light coming from directly over my head. It's no good. I need the front light coming in. But, yesterday, I was thinking yesterday would be a fairly reasonable day, but it's quite clear our life changed yesterday. Our life has now changed. It's not really fair to make judgments just based on one day. We've been thinking, how are things going to change by having a walk-in shop with people walking by? Will it make a difference? It made a difference. We were jammed pretty much all day, morning till night, and it was a combination. We tried to keep track of how many people who came yesterday were people who were going to come anyway. And there were lots. There were people who were pre-registered print parties or fans who knew where we were. They would have come in whether we were on the second floor or 99th floor. It didn't make any difference. Yesterday, how many people also came in and did shopping who didn't know about us? This was the key unknown question. And there was lots of that yesterday, lots of it. People who came in, we asked everybody who came in and actually bought something, we asked them, how did you know about us? They're like, I just walked in, I saw your sign and stuff like this. And it was one of the biggest days we've ever had, just straight sales-wise. And we're already out of a bunch of prints on the first day. The printers upstairs, not Susan and Beichan and Yamamoto-san, they're almost panicking now. They realize now those guys are under the guns to really make prints as fast as they can. They're happy. We're laughing as we say that, but Susan, I went up to her before she went home last night. I mentioned that we sold, there was 6 or 7 of her prints she'd made. And she's like, what? What? And we're just laughing at her. Get going. What are you doing? Talking about going home. Get going. Do a double shift. Get back to work. The point being, it's looking good. This is clearly going to change our lives. But my God, we need more production now. We absolutely need more production. She was even joking about me and an extra printing bench upstairs. I should get busy printing instead of carving. The back side of this block hasn't been planed or dressed yet, so it's okay. It doesn't matter if it gets a tiny bit scratched. Okay, what have we got? Comments and stuff this morning. How are we doing? Good morning, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. It's interesting, you asked about the flea market prints. I know this has surprised us, not just yesterday, but over the past few weeks. The numbers, in terms of quantity, our own, to break it, say, into 4 categories here. The prints we've carved and printed ourselves, the ukiyo-e heroes prints we do for Jed, the flea market, and then the shinhanga, the ones we get from doihanga companies like that. The flea market adds up to about half of the number of prints in volume, 50% of the volume of prints over there in the racks. And the other sections are about 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, I don't know exactly. But the number 1 top selling section over the past months, and certainly yesterday, is not the flea market. The flea market is the lowest of those 4 sections. Even though it's half of the quantity of prints in the shop, the flea market is the lowest in terms of the dollar value of sales. This is really, really, really interesting. It means people want new stuff we are making, carving, and printing now. It's really interesting. Well, maybe over the shops in the Kanda area, the antique shops, whatever, maybe they're mostly doing old stuff, or collectors go there, whatever. But our clientele are not print collectors. They're not people looking for antiques or old stuff. They're people who want living, real prints that are made just now. So this is really, really happy for me. The flea market We have to figure out how to do this, what to do with it. And maybe they're priced a little bit too expensive. I don't think so. They're extremely aggressively priced compared to other places. No idea. We'll get more facts and figures as we go forward. But the flea market, no, the flea market is the lowest selling section of the shop, period, compared to the other genres of prints. You're having trouble hearing. I've got it turned down and I've moved the mic away from me and I'm trying to speak in a softer voice. We had so much trouble yesterday with clipping. Whatever, other people give some feedback. Should I be turning the volume up? What should I be doing here? I've got to get that hanging light. That's a priority now for this morning. I've got to get that light figured out. I can't work like this in the dark. A bit soft with the volume all the way up. The mic is right there. You can see it actually. The mic is right. Here. The mic is over here, right by my toolbox. I've got it clipped to one of the wires that's going into the machine. So the mic is about at my arm's length. It's pointed at me and at arm's length. And the audio is bouncy. It's an echo in the room, of course. Let me put the audio volume up just a little tiny bit. Put the gain up just a fraction. Okay. And the room's noisy, of course, absolutely. The room is an echoey plaster room with brand new hardwood floors. It's an oak floor, which is bouncy all over the place. It got quite noisy in here yesterday. There's a party going on in the back and all kinds of people in the shop running around and shoes on the floor. It is not going to be a delicate, quiet library type environment. Upstairs was wooden paneled walls and a carpet on the floor. And you'd get people that came in and they'd sort of whisper to themselves as they're looking at the prints. And we have to say, it's okay, don't worry, it's not a library. You know? That's not going to happen down here. This is a much louder environment. There's more street noise. I'm not sure, you know, I could surround my little desk here with an isolation booth or something like sound studios, but you know, whatever. This is not. The original. That's not one. That's this one straight. That's this one correct. Let's go to this one. Well, I have to ask, is my mother here today? Is she up there? Can you let me know if you're in this morning, Mom? Fridge is here, you know. Can you see her in the background? Fridge is right there. Where? Right there. Mrs. Bull is here. Okay, let me take a pause just for one quick second to move the camera just for a moment. It's a bit frustrating for me. Something happened yesterday. When we were on stream, a box came in from a flower company, and we opened it up, and there was some 3 or 4 small little plants that had been sent by one of my fans. But just after we closed the stream, the flower guy came in, kicked open the door with his feet, and like, what are you doing? He's carrying this big box, and turns out if we zoom in, it says here, congratulations from Mom. Hey, thank you. She sent a wonderful, wonderful deck of flowers. Get the thing down here. Roses at the bottom and all kinds of stuff. I don't know the name of all these flowers. Mom, thank you very much. Very nice. Thanks for doing this. Too bad it didn't happen on the stream yesterday. I'm sorry. You missed it. We missed it just by a couple of minutes. I'm sorry. And it's not just this, actually. There's a few other people too. Over on the counter down there. Well, my string is in the way from my lens here. My string is in the way. There's another batch of flowers brought by those students who were here taking, doing the video stuff the other day. They went out yesterday also and picked up some flowers. And then over on the other side, there's another batch of flowers. This is from one of our neighbors, the little antique shop next door. Those of you who saw the NHK program about Asakusa Tokyo 2020i, we went to the antique shop next door where they do a little dance party every month. That they sent flowers as well. And while I'm here, let's rotate around. That's the Hung Club. This is the wall opposite my desk here. That's the wall opposite my desk. It's out to the front door. You know where that is. We can watch people going by. It's still very, very bare. We've got lots more posters and signs and frames and things to put into the shop. It's still way too bare. Well, I haven't got the lights on. The print party room is in the back, of course. There's Mom's flowers. Yeah, it's a flower shop. So, anyway, thanks again, Mom. Very nice. Thank you very much. The girls are trying to figure out how we take care of this stuff now, but that's not my end of things. So, was I able to sit and work on my carving bench? No. That's not the intention, actually, really. We know this place is going to be busy. We know there's people all day long. This is not the kind of work you can do in a Zoom situation. My carving bench is going to be used as a carving bench in the early mornings at this time. I've got talk less and carve more, and then in the evenings, of course, once the shop's closed, I go out for a light dinner, I get back, that's carving time. And remember, my function here these days now really is I'm not the #1 carver in this company anymore. Young Chon-san is doing all the Ukiyo-e Heroes carving right now. Young Kawasaki-san is doing all the subscription print carving. Yumi-san, Nagao Yumi-san is doing extra jobs for us, and then I'm doing, just like this, extra jobs like this, Octopus. So I am not the main carver here. It's just impossible for me. My time with people in the shop, management time, computer programming time, everything else. Hopefully some more video. I've got to get the next YouTube video. Now that's my next critical job facing me, is YouTube. So no, I don't sit here and carve during the day. This is my station. We sit here and take pictures with people, chat with people. Yesterday, all day, I was up and around. I guess I'm more of an honorary carver here now than an actual practicing functioning carver. I don't know. Am I on the screen? I guess so. It'll be better when I get the microscopes sorted up here, The people who want to take pictures, it's so much fun, People from all over the world now are coming, and we were chatting with somebody about this yesterday, and I don't know if I can say this without sounding like some kind of egotistical bugger, When people come in, not everybody, but there's people who come in, they've been watching the YouTube and stuff, and they come in and they see that I'm actually here, and it's really, really fun. You can see their faces light up at that moment, and it's such a funny feeling, you know. I'm just this guy, I'm just this normal guy, but you know, people come in, Dave's here, and their face lights up. It's such a weird and fun feeling to be in that position, you know. What can I say, you know, to sort of make people feel just so happy just by being here, you know. It's really, really cool. And then everybody wants a picture, but most people are sort of, they don't want to ask because it's, you know, you don't want to bug somebody about this. So, but I've learned now, I can see the specific facial expression, maybe when we're getting near the end of the conversation and stuff, and it's about time for them to leave, and I can see their facial expression. Sometimes their hand is already in their pocket, they're fingering their phone, and they're sort of a little bit hesitant in their face. And I've learned, I know what that means. It means they would like to take a picture, but they sort of, you know, don't want to ask, too polite to ask. So I've learned now when it gets to that point, I speak up and I say, is it okay if we take a picture together? And their face instantly comes into relief, you know, oh wow, sure, yes, come and do that. And they say they didn't want to ask. And we did, we found a spot in the shop or whatever, they take a selfie or somebody else, you know, points the camera for us. It's really just fun. I don't know, X% ego, look how cool I am, people want to be with me, you know, I don't know, maybe it's an expression of lack of confidence or something like that. Now what we're going to do with these, I've been calling them anemones, I have no idea what they are in terms of what plant or whatever. On the original print, they were really, really careless. You know, two ways, both carving and printing. They're sort of a 5-star pattern. I'm trying to find a clear easy one to see. So they're sort of a 5-star pattern, and ideally the white part, the 5-star, should have been white, the rest should have been green, but they were really careless with it. And then the printer was careless and the blocks wore out, but there's no reason for us to be careless with it. So I'm going to carve these neat and clean. They're going to go with a green. So get this out of the way here. We're going to go green. And all the little triangles, chop, 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 are going to be popped down white. So we're going to do this properly. We talked many times about these reproductions, how faithful to do it, but things that clearly where they were stressed for time or didn't care, we can add a bit of time and care. We're not changing the image, we're not redrawing things, we're not rewriting it. We're just adding a bit of extra time and care that they didn't have the facility to do. This was a quick job for them. We're not going to be neatening it and cleaning it up to the point where all the character is gone. You know, it's still going to look like what it looks like. It's possible sometimes to clean things up so much it looks a bit sterile. But nobody is going to think this image is like that. Why is this hunched different? I don't know how to explain all over again. We talked about this over the last few days while I was making it. I'll explain again. Part of this is transferred from the key block, but the design for this particular color area, these little seaweed things, are not on the key block, these ragged seaweed patterns. So I needed to make a combination. I needed to print from the key block to get the little things like you're seeing me cut right now, these little white ear triangles. But I also had to take information traced from the key block, traced from the original print. So it's a combination. I can't rub the back of this all off so much because it's pasted together, two different layers. You can see them here. This yellowish area, this is transferred from the key block. These areas here are done from the tracing I did on the iPad. It'd be really easy here to make mistakes, to cut the white that should be green or to leave the green that should be white. Really have to make sure I don't screw this up. What's with this strip of paper? It's a modesty guide here. I screwed up a bit yesterday. I was sitting here carving this with the whole thing open, and young Rachan came in to sit there and chat with me, and I'd forgotten about that. I'm 16-year-old Rachan. So from now on, I'm going to try and keep it covered a bit more carefully. Now here's a part we talked about yesterday, this seaweed stuff here. Two of them, there's a straight line here and a straight line here. The original carver clearly carved the seaweed areas with a straight curve first and then put the zigzags in afterwards, because quite a number of them, you can see in the original design, have flat tops. And I was thinking he left two places, but he didn't actually. Part of it's we're at the page turn here. We're at the page turn, which we're putting in the middle. So here he's carved a zigzag. You can see it's a flat top here. And he's carved a few zigzags. Then the next one, he's carved the line, and he forgot to put the zigzags in. Then over the next one, this is probably a different carver. It's a different time, a different piece of wood. He's carved the line, and then put some really rough zigzags in. We talked about this yesterday, how much to change and how much to put in. So I think for fun, I'm going to leave that one for the moment and do some test printing with it, and then maybe later on I'll go back and put zigzags. But this outside one actually does have patterns, so I'll do that now. That's this one. So I'll leave the middle one flat, and I'll carve some rough seaweed patterns on the outside. We're not going to get super artistic here, just going to do that. This block is kind of brittle, actually. You know. This is one of the blocks that we've prepared ourselves from wood that we've dried in 2 stages. We got it as a sort of a semi-trunk, and we had it chopped up into fairly thick pieces that took a few years to dry. I think these were in our homemade workshop drying for, I don't really know, 2 or 3 years. Then when the slabs themselves seemed fairly, you know, dry in the sense of most of the raw sap and water were gone out of them, we had them re-sawn into small, thin slabs of about 5 millimeters each. And that sat, when we did that, it must have been last January or February, so that sat for a year and a half then. And I've now used one of those pieces to laminate. You saw me do it the other day. I laminated to make this. I'm suspecting now that perhaps we might have dried it a bit too long on that last stage. Once we cut it thin to about 5 millimeters, it really loses water quickly from both sides. We're learning how to handle this and do this. So I'm thinking now, based on the experience with this and a couple of the other blocks we've carved for subscription prints, I'm thinking that once we cut them into the 5 millimeter thin slabs, we can't wait too long. We've got to get them then glued down onto a substrate within a year or so, because otherwise they lose too much moisture. They're so thin, 5 millimeters, they're so thin, we just lose too much moisture. So bit by bit we're learning how this works, and we're learning how to handle it, and we're learning about our environment and stuff like that. It could be also maybe time of year. Basting it down at a moist time of year or a dry time of year will make all the difference. Not so clear in the video view, is it? You're asking me about Francis. People can ask about Francis. I don't know anything about Francis. I don't have any contact with him these days. I don't know. We're not buddies anymore. I don't know. So I can't help you with that. Ask him. Let me wiggle the camera a minute. I'm going to put the camera, we're too low I think. Let me put the camera a bit higher so it's looking down a bit. Sorry, I'm going to wiggle a bit. Sorry about making a foot 2, foot 3. Just a sec here. Is that a bit better if I look down from a higher angle? Where are we carving? We're carving here. Oops, just a minute. Hang on a sec, just a minute. Sorry. Is that a bit better? I think a bit easier to see. So. And the light's not good because I haven't got my bulb yet. So I got the flask in place, but I haven't put the bulb yet up. So just give me some time. Over the next few days, we'll get this steadied out and stabled out. The camera at the moment's on a tripod, and the plan for this corner is we're going to actually hang the camera from the wall beside me up here. The camera's going to be set here, not on the wall itself. It's going to be one of those arms. You know, the arm pulls out and reaches in. So the camera will be folded up against the wall when it's not in use, and we'll pull it out and down when it's in use. Good morning, camera's on. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm good. It's nice and cool in here.
It's so echoey, you know. And people think it sounds like I'm in some kind of, you know, recording auditorium or something. It's been a quiet stream today, you know. Just so you know what's going on, I know it's going to stop soon. It's 8:41 now, and I've only got about 10 minutes left. This is a 9 o'clock. It's a 9 o'clock print party, and then a 10 o'clock print party, and whatever's going to go. Wow. And I forgot to tell the staff about this. These guys had booked them for a normal day. They didn't know about this. So I'm the one who's going to do the first party anyway, 9 o'clock by myself. Wow. Then the other kids are going to come along. They can maybe take over for the second.
Who is coming today?
And so I said that the Cameron will be mounted on the wall, pull him down when I need him. Sorry about that. Are you ready for it? We get a hook for your pants.
Okay, great.
Sounds good. I've got a belt loop. So
whatever. Could you move my mother's flowers here? Excuse me, I'm going to move your flowers just for a minute.
They're beautiful though. So what?
I know she's here. We showed her that.
Okay, good. Gorgeous.
Just put them in the car for a minute. We'll sort it out.
They could live here for today.
Actually, we tried that yesterday. It's a disaster. They can't,
people not.
No. The graduation photograph.
Oh, of course. Okay. Well,
we put those flowers there. It didn't work at all. So.
Okay.
Now the microphone seems to be okay. Yesterday we had the clipping and stuff. Yesterday I had the mic on my jacket on my shirt yesterday. So today I've put it at arm's length, and they tell me it's basically okay. So I think what we'll do, now you're close. So let's take it now. Let's put it in between us here, like that, right? And you can take the machine and do what you want.
Ventilation system.
So high tech. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone.
Working, but I can't see, so keep me in tune if I'm moving around or get out of view or something.
88 Unglerny says, I miss the bing bong. And I've noticed that too when we're down here. There's no bing bong with the bell.
Yeah. No, we don't need it anymore, of course.
Yeah, because you can see the door right here.
That's right. So we've left it alone, and I think once we get the office there, and then that middle room, the tool room or whatever it's going to be, we'll need to reactivate that.
Yeah.
It's in semi-retirement at the moment. Yesterday was a day here, wasn't it? It was just, if it's like that every day, I'm done. I can't do that. I just can't do that every day.
But it's good for all the staff.
Yeah, but how are we going to keep stock? I mean, we're selling out of stuff left and right.
Yeah, it's true.
I remember asking, did you come and send to Jed yesterday to his home address or to his holiday address? Did you send to his holiday? Does he have his income with him?
Oh. I think she only sent it to the home because I don't know his holiday address.
He had said he was leaving.
Okay. He didn't send the email to me or anything, so I haven't seen it.
I was on Skype by chatting. And we should have maybe put it together for him to take the stamp with him to Indiana.
Yeah.
And we could send a prince to Indiana. Bang, we did that. I suspect it's too late now. So she sent them to Provo. Yeah. So they're going to sit there in the post office, I think, for a couple of days or a week, whatever. So I think I've really screwed that one up. You know, I should have got on the ball on that one faster. Yeah, my mistake on that one.
There's more confusion. Have we had the reveal of what the plans for the first floor are now that the ground floor is open?
Don't confuse me. What? Well, we talked about it yesterday. Short term and long term. Short term, just nothing right now.
Yeah.
The front room I'm going to live in, basically. Clean it up a little bit. Bring the collection from Ome. Yeah. The back room is going to be a quasi-office / flea market preparation zone. In the central room right now, we have no plans for it. It's in the future going to become either the tool shop or our small little museum / gallery / display space.
Yeah.
But this week we've got to
keeping afloat down here.
So we've got to catch our breath and catch our finances back.
Yeah.
It's been quite an investment over the past couple of months doing this.
Mm-hmm.
We spent a ton of money on this, and we've got to get back a little stability here.
Yeah.
That bank account now is way lower than I feel comfortable with. So. Yeah. These things will be happening there. The Mokohankan building will be jammed top to bottom with interesting stuff to see and do.
Mm-hmm. That picture. Oh, that's cool. Thanks for the explanation. Great. Glad that was helpful. who was it we were talking with yesterday? Oh, Audrey, about first floor and ground floor, and I didn't realize that those were different
Europeans,
things.
I think it's just in general, Europe and North America have different views on this. I don't know about
Right.
countries like Australia. Canada is an American pattern.
Yeah.
The first floor is the level that gets flooded.
Yeah.
The second floor is the one upstairs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of which, I ordered sandbags today.
Oh, you found a
This
place
month.
that
Yeah, I
had
found some on Amazon.
Okay.
They're empty. We have to fill them, but I ordered a bunch of empty sandbags. We can fill them and keep them right there.
Oh, great.
I don't quite know where we're going to get sand.
Where do you get sand? I know some home and garden centers. I don't know if the one you regularly go to sells
that may
sand,
be the one, yes. That may be the one we do.
but I know the gardening center I've been going to has gravel and sand and soil, just all sorts of bags
Getting
of
it delivered
dirt.
and dumped into the street here is a different story. We'll have to
Yeah.
see how they do it. It may be viable in bags. I'm not sure. I don't know. Do people need an explanation of why we need sandbags? I should tee up. Yeah, one day. Well, I've got that video from 4 years ago of the
Yeah.
quasi flood here, so I should tee that up and get that ready. We can show the stream one day.
Yeah.
That would scare people and also let them know why we're worried about them.
Yeah.
In a short explanation, this area of Asakusa, this street, is actually a very low-lying street at or nearly below sea level,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
And given what we see in the news these days from all other parts of Japan, there's the new climate,
Rain.
heavy downpours. And if we get a heavy downpour here over and above Tokyo has this huge underground cistern system to handle floodwaters.
Yeah.
Whether it's, we can't depend on that. So we need a barrier for our front door.
Yeah.
So that in the case of extremely heavy rain over and above the groundwater system to handle it, we're going to sandbag ourselves.
Yeah.
And other shops nearby have this system ready. The udon shop across the street, we can see it from our front door. Just a dustbin full sandbag. It's right there, it's right next to the Beacon Hotel. We can see it.
Yeah, I've seen that video. It just.
But I mean, the sandbags are right there.
Oh,
next to
yeah,
the
they've
cafe.
got the
So
sandbags.
they've got sandbags sitting there waiting. So within seconds, they can isolate the first floor,
Yeah.
the ground floor.
Although theirs is a half underground floor.
The hotel, I'm talking about the noodle shop on the corner.
Oh, yeah.
He's a ground floor place just like
Right,
us.
yeah.
He's at ground zero because that's the lowest point right there. They crowned the street to make that junction. They built it up. So rainwater just runs off that five-corner junction right
And
towards
into
the
shops. Yeah.
How's our time? Those kids are going to be showing up. It's a 9 o'clock reservation.
8:49, and you have 20 seconds.
Between what?
It's 8:49.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the reservation starts in 10 minutes. So they
Yeah.
could be here any minute now. Can you pop the shutter up then, please?
Okay.
Can you push the shutter up?
Push it on. Let me make sure I don't use that. Okay.
Throw the flag out and put the shutter up. It's easy these days now. Thank you. So gang, we just have a few minutes left of the stream today. The schedule should be fairly stable now. This is Thursday. I'll be here tomorrow doing the same thing, carving. Hopefully if I get a chance today I can get my light bulb worked out. So tomorrow's stream will look a little better as far as lighting and stuff goes. The schedule is full of appointments today. Those print parties in the morning. And this evening I've got an appointment with, I was going to say a young lady. I don't know the name. It's male or female name. It's from the Netherlands, a curator of ukiyo-e prints at one of the major museums in Holland.
Wow.
He or she, I think it's a she, but I'm not sure, I can't tell by the name. He's coming later this afternoon and wants to chat with me about some historical stuff. I'm not sure if I have any specific knowledge that's going to be useful, but
Yeah. Do your best.
I just want to get my light, right now the flash because there's no lights there, so I'm looking in the dark.
The lights It's coming down maybe later today. Well, you've got so many appointments.
No, the problem is the light I was using up there was a temporary thing I fixed up a bunch of years ago. It's a double light fixture with one
that's
bulb
right,
hanging.
yeah.
So I just wanted to get a normal, but I forgot to order it. So that's the problem.
No.
I didn't want to just bring in the temporary one from upstairs because I know what will happen 20 years from now. It'll still be there.
It'll still be. Oh, it's just temporary fix.
So for the moment, I'm doing without it, and I'm going to take it to try and find a real fixture.
Okay.
Those temporary fixes are so dangerous. That's my whole life, actually, is a bunch of temporary fixes.
A bunch of band-aids.
It's all my toolbox. I mean, my cardboard toolbox. I should be ashamed of that.
They're still talking about what to call the different floors. The old shop is upstairs, and then there's upstairs. The top floor, and then roof.
Speaking about that, just before they went home yesterday, Suki-san and Rei-chan dropped in the shop here.
Yeah.
They're on the third floor, level 3. We're on level 1 here.
Okay.
The old shop is level 2. They're on level 3.
Yeah.
And I didn't go and see them at all yesterday. I mean, what the hell? It was totally crazy busy down here.
Yeah.
But they're both printing up there, and I'm supposed to check in and see how they're doing and look at the colors
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff. I didn't go anywhere near level 3 yesterday. And they
It's a long
came down
way.
and said, "Have you abandoned us? So what's going on?" Because they feel now so far away from the action. Before, they would just up one flight of stairs, and we would bring customers up.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
almost every day we take somebody upstairs. You want
Yeah.
to go and see the printers. We don't do that now because it's too far.
Yeah.
And they felt totally, absolutely isolated all day long.
Yeah.
That's their job. They're printers printing in a
Yeah.
quiet printing room. That's okay. Nothing to complain about. But she's like, "You don't come and say hello to us anymore.
Yeah.
Welcome to Ome."
Yeah.
Because that's what the Ome staff is giving me all the time.
Yeah.
I haven't been there now, and I have no
Months.
idea. It's months. That's my home. You know,
Yeah.
the staff out there, David just ignores us. They're convinced of it. And it's true.
And it's true.
It's true. What can I say? You build people a job, you set them going on it, and you trust them and you leave them alone. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, they're mixed feelings. They don't
Yeah.
want me hanging around because I just make trouble for them sometimes. But not to be there ever is too much the other way. You know? Their printer is giving trouble, and they think that I don't care about it.
Yeah.
And that's true.
Until the backboards stop coming.
Yeah.
Then why didn't you guys tell me? Well, we did.
Cameron, we have to get going on that one. And I say we because I mean, it is we.
Yeah,
It is
I-
you and me. Yeah.
I ordered just the black ones
Yeah,
to
I
see
saw
if
the
official
orders,
company ones
so
will
so-
work for them, and if that doesn't work, then we'll.
But
look
we've
at more
explored
options.
already. We've explored a bunch of other options.
Yeah.
Toss it out to the stream. Inkjet printing on 1mm illustration board.
Yeah. Any idea how we can do it? Should I grab one of them so I can show a little bit?
Sure.
Put that down. Do you need to do anything else to prepare for the?
No, the party's ready. So as soon as the kids come, I will close my part of the stream down. I'll run back and get going.
So we have these boards, as you can see behind me. We mount the Hunger Club, the postcard size board, prints onto them, the woodblock prints. But then this backing board is 1mm thick, and so it's pretty sturdy. And we print I don't know if you can see it in this light at all, but the title or the name of the designer and the title of the print
These are done
directly on it.
These are done by inkjet printing, and the board is 1mm thick.
Yeah.
And back in the old days when I was living in Canada, we had a dot matrix printer with a rear slot, and you put the card slot through, it got printed zit, and went straight through.
Huh.
And in recent years, I've been using an Epson giant printer that
Yeah.
prints on a huge
Big
photographs,
boards, yeah.
and it had it has a rear slot.
Yeah.
Because this doesn't bend. You can't run it through a normal roller system.
Printed that wraps around.
So
yeah.
this Epson printer with a rear slot, it goes through, it prints, and away it goes. All the current Epson printers and Canon printers and Brother printers and everything you can find don't have rear slots. They've given up doing that, it seems.
So the printer we're using is from 2002, and
It's dying.
It's
And
dying.
We're on our third one. We keep buying them from
The same model.
for parts. We bought 3 of them now. One original one and 2 more for parts.
Yeah,
But it's going to die any minute now, and we don't have a plan B.
yeah. We've tried talking with printing companies. They say, no, you can't use your own paper. We'll give you some papers, but they don't have exactly what they're looking for. They're different colors, or not acid-free, or not the same thickness.
It could be printed offset, like some, Heidelberg press. Well, we need short runs of 30 and 40 copies at a time.
We don't
can't
need 10,000.
So we can afford to print 1,000 of each of these backboards.
Yeah, we'll have piles of them for years to come.
So we need a short-run solution for printing inkjet. It can't be laser because it's too thick. Laser toner
Right.
can't fuse on
On something this hard and thick.
So suggestions, options welcome. We have been exploring it. It's not like we've done nothing on this. But any new ideas, whatever, let us know, please. Was it a party for today, Cameron? Did you see it?
Oh, I didn't see the title, but let me pull it up.
The date should be there. So no,
Okay,
no problem.
7/29.
No problem.
So you could set up baby monitors for the printers upstairs. Just
They monitor me or I monitor them?
yeah, I don't know which way are you going to run it. Koizumi-san's here early.
Oh, good. He did come. Thank you very much.
Good.
Thank you. 部屋の準備がほとんどできた。
はい。
紙も用意してますし、海苔とかいろいろ。9時から6人大学生。パーティーパン、多分2枚じゃなくて1枚、そのペースですね。1枚引いて
荷物は2階の方がいいですかね。
そうですね、2階、パーティーの部屋に。あ、鍵持ってないでしょ。
あ、そう。Yeah, まだ開けてない。A simple solution says
下の鍵ですね。
はい。
print little sticker labels.
This was on printing on clear labels. Yeah. Don't know how long it's going to last. Remember, we're looking at prints that are going to last 200 years.
Yeah. But do you think people will keep them on the same board for the whole time? Who knows? But yeah. What's your budget? Epson does have a printer that can do 1.5 millimeter thick stuff. He thinks. Octopus. If you have a link or something, please send it over. We'd love to see it.
I've talked to the Epson sales reps about this, and no, we have no more reverse rear entry path printers. Period. Is what I was told by Epson. Maybe that's available in Japan. America is different.
Yeah, I don't
Throw
know.
me a model
Yeah,
number.
we would love to see it. Old Ways T says there's a laser printer dry transfer technique that they've used in the past. So if you've got a link or something, please send it over. We'd love to learn more about it. We want to see what we can do because our printers are on the way out. Oh, thank you. We've got a couple of Octopus is up to a whopping 1.3 millimeter thickness. Well, hey, that could.
This is inkjet
that
technology.
could do it.
What's the
Some
technology?
Printer base COUK, great printers, printing cards. Just a few different links. Should I click these or wait until
No,
after
just
we
wait.
finish the
Just
stream?
forward
But-
it. We're almost finished here in a few minutes now.
Yeah.
Those kids are going to be here any second now.
Yeah. So we will take a look. Thank you for any ideas. Please verify before purchasing. I am not a qualified Epson representative. Thanks. Suga-san's here. おはようございます。
おはようございます。
Sugi-san, good morning. Come say hello. Come say hello.
待って、ここでか、そっか、こっちでやってるんだ。おはようございます。
Sugi-sanの作品昨日いっぱいありましたよ。
本当。
そう。
私たちが帰った後に、
ん？
私たちが帰った後にもう一人入っていきましたよね、外人さん。
覚えてない。もう
覚えてない？
遅くまで。
遅くまで開いてたんですか。昨日いっぱい売れた。
なんで分かったんですか？なん
かね、振り返った時青年がそこの前立っててマリオの看板見て、じーっと中入りたそうに見てて、
だけどあのマリオもう
売れたの？
杉さん、もちろんそうとカラスと月といろいろ杉さんが吸ったものいっぱい入れました。
本当ですか？
で残念ですけど3回は遠いですから客さんちょっとスリしに話したいんですからもうインポッシブルですよ。2回上がってゴミの中とか3回はもう
そうですね。
これから客と一緒にあんまり来ないですね。本当に特別なケースだけです。寂しいんですけども。
寂しい。
今キャムと話したんですけど、ビデオモニターかな、いつもお母さんたちが赤ちゃんが寝たところにキャメラをして赤ちゃんが見えますね。どれ
杉の部屋に設定しましょうか。
僕が杉さんの姿見える。逆、杉さんが私のところに。
逆に。
どっちか。
そっ か。そしたら寂しくないね。
そうそう。
あれ、今鍵閉めちゃったね。はい、閉めてますね。はい。
でもこれからレイちゃん来るでしょ。
じゃあ開けとって。
開けてままです。ここまで上がる人のあれ暗いし、だから電気を消して、階段の電気とか消して、ゴミ袋も置いてありますから、上がる客ない。
じゃあ大丈夫かな。じゃあ開けっぱなしで。
It's 9 o'clock. Where are all those kids?
Uh-oh.
Where are these kids? The same school they booked 2 years ago, and they were freaking at half an hour late. And they bumped into the next class. I told them, you do this to me again, you're finished. And here they are, they're late again. It's the same guy. When he booked this time, I said, we had a bad experience 2 years ago with you. Can we make sure this doesn't happen? He said, Dave, I promise. We'll be really early. We won't be in.
We'll be really.
And here they are, they're late again. Screw them. Totally unreliable.
Who were you talking about? The people who were supposed to come in for a print party today.
We arranged to be here. Koizuma-san was early. We had everything set up. Whatever, being late is one thing that just pushes my buttons the wrong way.
Why is that? Oh, she's early too.
Oh, Sumo-san, thank you.
Good morning. How are you?
スタッフがいますが、客いないです。
あ、そうなの。おう。わお。お客さんいない。なんかね、そこから。あ、違う。1グループなんですけど。同じグループ。
Kanji cats. You can always just put them up on the second floor printer and send them up there.
Huh? The customers? What do you...
Yeah, or I think actually they might be talking about our printers, but I'm not sure.
I'm not going to start moving them around now. That room we built for them, it's all air conditioned now, it's all ready to go.
Yeah.
It's ready to be expanded to the next one.
Yeah. Late customers will be relegated to the second floor with Cameron leading the party. Yeah, that'll be a fun experience for nobody.
The way I feel right now is they can do whatever. Turn over those guys. They won't get as good an experience. I don't care. I said, you believe this pushes my wrong button. That's all. I shouldn't do this. I'll just get in trouble again with another bad TripAdvisor review. Yeah. That boy a few weeks ago, it just made me so mad. Yeah. Whatever.小泉さん待ってる間にちょっとレジを用意してください。レジどっちか。はい、そうです。Is that a car outside?
No, I don't know. Sounded like a car. Or is it a tour group or just a group of...
I don't know how they're coming. It's a group of college students.
Okay. Oh, that's right. It was a school group. From around Japan or somewhere else?
I think it's Shanghai. I'm not sure. I don't remember.
They're asking, what color is this black going to be?
It's going to be green. It'll be seaweed.
Yeah.
On the original, this is the British Museum copy. It's dirty, black, brown. You can't see it very well at all. But on the copy that I got from Weidesan, that I took my tracing from, it's a medium green. It looks really, really nice.
Oh, okay.
Every online copy that we see of this, different museums, they're all different copies. The printing was just done so carelessly.
And you've said before, this is 2 pages from a book,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So is the whole book full of images similar that are
There's
also
nothing
as famous?
dramatic.
Or
No. It's just a typical porn book. Most of them are pretty run-of-the-mill porn. It's no big deal. Nothing specifically interesting. He did dozens of books like this. I mean, it was just hack work.
Yeah.
Just this one image. Maybe he didn't even realize what he'd done, but just this one image somehow captures people. Even this same theme, other artists have done similar things. It was a classic trope.
Yeah.
Women and octopuses. It was a trope in Shunga of the day, erotic prints of the day. It was no big deal. It's usually an octopus coming from below with tentacles peeking up and look, I'm going to get you, I'm going to get you. Well, there was this kind of stuff. It was a trope.
Yeah.
And he took it all away and did a stunning, dominant picture like this.
Yeah.
The rest of the book is, whatever, run-of-the-mill stuff. He was quite young still at this point. This was his early days before he was not very well known.
How are you going to make the small dots? Which dots are you talking about? Jakerix?
There's a bunch of different dots on this print. Some of these octopus dots are on the key block. I've already carved those.
Okay.
This is a print out of what I carved. In the octopus coloring, there were also a number of small dots. Let me try and get the picture here in a second. On the octopus body, there are the black dots, which I've already carved. That's on the key block. There are also, orange tone dots, which we will carve on the key block. And then they're not visible on this image. There's some black, larger seaweed dots, which again we'll carve. It's my job. That's my job. I carve dots. So.
I carved dots.
These guys today specifically asked for early. They first booked 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock. Then they requested later, can we move it to 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock? Can we request an early party?
Yeah.
I said, yeah, we can do it, but it means I got to pull in extra staff. We've got to start it, no problem. But yeah, we'll do it for you. So this was done at their request.
Yeah. Jesus, thanks for the answer. That seems hard, but like you said, that's my job. I carve dots. But are the dots particularly hard, or what are some of the harder parts to carve?
No, you just carve the shapes. I mean, without wanting to be sarcastic about it. The shape of the thing you see on the wood, you just carve away. Where if it's a dot, you just.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
can I say? We peel bits this way, and we couldn't do the single one peel because it's all chopped up little bits of pieces. But one by one by one, I can peel away,
That makes sense.
bits that I don't need. So.
Zilvian asks, does Dave have to show them around, etc.? What do you mean? Who's them? Is this?
The print party people have to run a print party.
Yeah.
I know the staff who's here, Koizumi-san, Hosono-san, they don't have enough experience to run a 6-person party.
Yeah.
Because it's a whole different bag. A 3-person party, you can take your time, you can chat, you can do this. With a 6-person party, you gotta just blow through this thing. You have to have lots of experience, how to control the tempo, how to get it going, how to keep it moving, keep them entertained. It's a much more difficult job.
Yeah.
And at the moment, I'm really the only one here that can handle that.
Yeah.
You have to be much more of a boss. You have to order people around. Okay, you guys, stand here, do this, hold this, stand here, do this. And the kids line up and do it, what you
Yeah.
say, but you've got to be really strong to do this.
Got it.
And the staff here is going to ask them, okay, I think maybe if you go over here and stand there, they're too gentle with them.
Got it.
But when it's 6 kids and you've got to get it done in an hour, you can't be gentle anymore. So you turn on, I can't say turn on the charm, you start telling jokes, you get the mood happy, and they will joke around and happily do whatever you tell them.
Yeah.
I mean, human beings are actually like that. There's something built into us that we inherently accept. Just as an example, can I, not to be silly, can you stand up for a second? Just help me show something. Okay, okay, now just sit down, thank you. I'm not making a fool of you, I'm trying to show something that between relationships between people, we're programmed that when somebody seems to take charge and ask us to do things, we sort of follow this, we do this.
Yeah.
And it can be, in Hitler's Germany, it can be a bad thing. In normal life, it's a good thing, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, those kids in the print party, I say, okay, you three, good, stand over there, you three, stand over here. People always do exactly what you say. So if you're a good, competent person who knows what's going on, you can direct this orchestra and make exactly happen what you want to happen.
Right.
But these guys don't have the experience yet to do that. And I've been doing this for 4 years now. I watch the clock and I watch the people, look at their faces, look at the work that's coming out. It's my job as a conductor to say the words that are necessary. And people just happily do whatever you say and follow it and do this. Sorry to make a fool of you. I wasn't trying to do that.
That's fine.
It works both ways around. If you said, Dave, would you... Why? There's a certain acceptance. We have agreed. By going in that room, they sort of agree. This is all social contract.
Follow.
They agree to follow instructions. So when you were a student going into a class, the ground rule is there.
Yeah.
So you're primed already to accept this guidance. And when I was younger, I didn't understand these things or know anything about it. I'd sit there and sort of, whatever. But as you get older and more confident, you speak more confidently, and you realize that people will do things. If you speak in a confident voice and look like you know what you're doing, and say, "Please do this," everybody will just do this right away. If you use this power for evil, away you go.
Trouble.
So and people throughout history have done this.
Yeah.
It's actually part of our daily lives.
Yeah.
It happens in every situation, the company environment, your family environment, just between two people talking like that.
Yeah.
There's these dynamics that are set and established. It's hugely interesting. And once you start to understand them, people write these books, How to Win Friends and Influence People, and you start to explain these things.
Yeah.
Not how to manipulate people, but anyway, it's how to run a good print party.
It's how to run a good print party. That's what the books are all about. Joe Reese says, "Man, those folks are now officially late as heck." Direct quote. They are. Yeah.
Is there an email? Can we take a quick look at my email box? Because if they may have a reason, they may be apologizing, they may be late or something.
Should I check the print party?
No,
Would
it
that
would be,
the best one?
they stay in my
Here?
inbox. I don't have an
Okay.
auto filter. I want to see if anything comes in. Nothing there, is there?
Don't see it. Let's, just in case. Order a replay. No.
List of new Patreons today.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, no. It's a Yahoo thing. Okay.
Maybe they can't find the shop.
Yeah.
They're not waiting upstairs, I wondered.
That would be
I
sad.
think I would have heard them go up.
Yeah. Oh, someone was asking about Gumpy earlier. Let me see if I can find the exact question again. Is this Gumpy, the one you're using now, considered regular in so much as it is just thin, or is it of a special variety? He's trying to find a source to get Gumpy from.
Well, this was posted on the Acolyte page just yesterday and the day before. I'm using just a typical average Gumpy. Nothing specifically thin or thick. If you just get, quote, Gumpy paper, it'll do it. I know, I forget the guy's name. Somebody was here last week. He saw my paper. I showed him where we're buying somebody recently, Ozu Washi. He went to Ozu. He posted a link, and Ozu ships overseas. It seems. I didn't know that, but they do. Cool. And this is all on the Acolyte page the last few days. So if somebody goes there to poke around.
Yeah.
Ozu Washi, O-Z-U Washi.
Yeah.
It's not a mysterious thing. There are many types of it, but it doesn't matter. It all seems to work pretty well. Let's It's something else, Cameron. We just have to do that one day, you know.
Yep.
From Ozuwashi, get the copy, figure out who makes it. Ozuwashi doesn't make it; they just buy it from
They
the
just
maker.
buy it wholesale.
So
and
they're
resell
selling
it.
it very expensive. Based on what we know about their prices, they sell Iguana Sans paper there for like 4 times the price that we pay for it ourselves. It's a downtown retail shop.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not evil.
No.
We buy 500 sheets at a time. Bang, they
Then
buy
most
500
people are
sheets
buying
a
from
time.
them
So.
only 5 or
So
10.
we need to find out who is making that gummy.
Yeah.
And then we buy it 200 sheets at a time, and bingo, we're in business.
Yeah. Let's see. Melesipus.
そうですね、クリーニングとかフロアをもう、そう。もう大丈夫よ、大丈夫よ。昨日の途中でフロアが結構汚くなったんですよ。途中で、なんていうの
はい。
向こうに、今トイレにありますから。
はい。わかりました。ワイプ。
そのフロアの、なんていうの
はい。
そう。今トイレの方に置いてありますから。
僕は隣の部屋
あれは意味ないです。先にゼロ。ちょっと見てください。トイレ
隣の部屋
ゼロ、先にゼロ。今もう無理。捨ててもいいです。意味ない。It makes noise. It doesn't suck.
It's your way.
Dude, turn it on and feel it.
確かにね。
Nothing. It's full. It needs clean. 畳の方も、樽のほうきと、これもトイレの部屋に置いてあります。
はい。これはダメですよ。
もう意味ないです。
うるさいけど。
うるさいで先にないです。
うるさいだけです。If we ever need a
We
noise
give up.
maker.
It's useless. It's just throw away. It's useless. It's finished. It's a toy in the first place and it's finished. 畳はただのほうきと、what's the word for those little buckets? You know, you have a hoki and a pickup bucket. I forget the Japanese word for it.
ほこり、I don't know. Bucket.
そう、それでずっとそう、結構すぐほこりいっぱい取りますから。
ドライブの方がいいかもしれない。どうわかんないけど、まだ手持ってない。マキさんのほら、マキさんの掃除機なんですよね。多分ほら、モーターもちょっとあんまり良くないんですよね。
細野さん、昨日遊んだんですが、雑巾でチクチクチクチクチク何学校の廊下拭いた。だけどこの道具でずっとサーサーサー。
ワイパーね、だいぶ300円です。ね。デビッドさんの部屋にあった竹ぼうきっていうんですか、何ですか、わらのような、
What are you talking about?
The
Get the broom. It's in the toilet. The little
これ
tiny
はこれなんだ
broom.
ろうね、これ。
あ、トイレにあります。綺麗なものにありますから。What's it called in Japanese? He's not understanding. I don't know the Japanese word for it.
Hoki?
I know hoki, but the combination, the little broom and the catching bucket.
はい。
あれは和室用のものです。はい、もう昨日何回も和室をこのはいはいはい。細野さん、あのもの何て言うんですか？今小さなほうきと
ちりとり。
ちりとりですか？
Isn't that what you call pulling the
So different meaning for us, but yes, I get the idea. Okay.
same term? Interesting. Huh. I hadn't even noticed. People are noticing now that There were no crows this morning. Could you normally hear crows from
Yeah,
upstairs?
all the time. But I had that window open
Yeah.
at the back, and it faced the back street there.
Yeah.
Whatever. We're indoors now. There's no open window
Yeah.
anywhere near me. We're running
Right.
an air conditioner, so the windows are all sealed here. In that back room upstairs, there was no air conditioning. So I was working next to an open window. We heard
Yeah.
kids playing sometimes, or trucks backing up, or garbage collection, and crows.
Yeah.
And now we're indoors with an air conditioning running.
Yep.
So I'm sorry, it's going to be more boring as far as natural environment goes.
Yeah. This new shop, no more crows, aluminum baseball bats, no rat sounds.
So that helped.
Yeah. Just gonna see if they're like looking
Yeah,
around.
okay, sure.
outside.
Let's find out what's going on.
No.
I can tell what's happened. They originally ordered 10 and 11, and then they requested to change it to 9 and 10. He's forgotten that clearly. So we didn't need to do these getting people in early. So if I'm in a grumpy mood, I'm thinking we should bill them extra for the extra staff time. These people have got up early and come in early. Yeah.
Someone's asking for a little camera shot of the surrounding shop area. Would it be okay if
We
I
did
just
already
turn that
earlier,
around?
but yeah, you can do it again, because we did it earlier. We were showing, here, just go behind it, and zoom, here's the zoomer on top. That's the lock for the vertical. Where you go? I'll just keep trucking here. I think you've got enough cable. This is, just a minute, no, it was okay before you moved this one. Hang on. If I put this back, you've got full 360 now.
With the new browser bin, all the prints set up with a new easy way to view them with nice raking light. Really great. Out the front door. Posters for the documentary on Netflix and iTunes and everywhere else.
I don't think they should be with the Hunger Club, actually. We did them before there because that was the only space to hang them. I
Right,
think
but
they
we
should be
could
somewhere
definitely
else.
put
Yeah.
them somewhere else.
You've got to start making a little list of how to utilize these other spaces. Oh, by the way, is the lettering ordered, or where do we stand on that?
Yes, it is. Yeah, I've been talking with them. They had some questions just to verify the size and everything.
Thank you.
so-
Good. Okay. Just I ignored it for so long. I'm sorry. Should have dumped that one on you. But,
It's okay. It's coming.
okay.
Unless they have another question today. Yesterday I finalized it.
Okay.
so-
Just one more thing. Sometime today, I'd like to chat with you about the social media poster for outside. That's
Okay,
something again.
yeah.
I started it, but then got distracted by construction and didn't finish it. So. And I'd forgotten. I went to their webpage. I chose the kind of banner, and then based on that, I came back to Illustrator and made it. And now I've forgotten what I chose, so we've got to go back to their webpage and figure out what I selected.
Okay. I zoomed back in on you. Zoom in on Wednesday. Most important part of the shop.
I remember to put my lantern on when I did. Okay.
Together in C6 this morning.
It's one thing, it's a coincidence. I noticed outside, when you put the camera outside, you maybe do this.
Yeah. I just retightened all those.
Okay, yeah, if you turn around again. See that? See over there, there's a grate there, the grated gate? No, across the street.
Oh, yes.
With the yellow sign. Can you catch that? Can you zoom in on that?
Okay, let's see.
This morning, just when I was setting up, I caught that, and there's an interesting coincidence. What it is, I don't know, maybe you've never seen that. There's a Jesus statue there.
Oh,
It's the one that used to be there before they built a building there, and it was preserved. If you zoom right in, you can see the gate with the yellow sign. Just as I sat down this morning, somebody went in there. In fact, if I can ask you for fun, can you just, have you got your shoes on?
Yeah.
Can you go over there and take a look?
Okay.
We can't show actually what the sign says is don't stand and pee here.
Yes, it does.
The lady's really upset. There's a Jesus statue there. And people stand there and pee.
And pee on the statue?
Not on the statue, no.
But near?
Yeah.
So just go over there and go look
Yeah,
at
just
it.
just tell me, just what Cameron's doing. He's running across the street. Now, there's a Mario poster on the left. He's going to get hit by a car if he's not watching carefully. He's going across the street now. And now he's on the sidewalk, and there's a shop on the right and a shop on the left, and there's an alley down there. And right to his right where he is now. And this morning when I set the camera up, somebody was standing there praying. And right there, there's a little Jesus statue. He's taking a picture of it. He'll bring it back and show you. And that statue was there. There was a little tiny shrine there before these buildings went up. So when the construction was done and all the renovation happened, somebody had the common sense or whatever to keep that little statue there. And she lost a part of her building because there's an alcove in her building that has been lost to her because there's a little statue accessible from outside. Did you take a picture?
Yeah, so I took a picture so they could see it.
Yeah, put the camera back.
Oh, yeah.
Or show them in front of the
Somewhere
camera, whatever.
reasonable.
So. Put that down. But just when I set the camera up, somebody was standing there. And I just realized that we've got this room. But right next to the sign says, don't pee here. Because of all the drunks that come by at the end of that.
So sad.
But I get it, because they come up hoppy-dory, and they're on the way to the station, and they're like, oh my God, I realized they stand up and start walking after drinking for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
And a lot of those little restaurants are just yatai, there's no toilets.
Right.
And there's no outdoor toilet on the street.
Yeah,
so
no
she's had
public toilet
experience.
over Okay, that should be back on you. And then here's what I found back there. I don't know if you can see it in that light too well, but
And every day, any number of times, I just happen to catch up on people who know it's there. Just stop by. They when they're walking down the street, they know it. Just stop and say hello to the little guy.
Huh.
I don't think it's a specific meaning. This is for aborted babies and stuff. It's not one of those. It's just a generic public safety, part of the community, little Jesus. So.
They're all over the country. They
often crossroads and whatever.
Crossroads. They're like safe travels and protection for children, I think, are some of the usual intentions behind them. Where's that large print viewing area? It's over just past the computer that I turned the camera on. So I'm catching up on some of the stuff I missed while I was swinging the camera around.
Well, it must be about time to shut down the stream on a normal schedule, right?
It's 9:30 and 10 seconds. You have quite a good internal clock.
Okay.
Cool.
Let's do that then. And as far as the streaming schedule goes, we're up and running now. Yeah. We'll gradually be improving the light and the environment and stuff like that, bit by bit, day by day. But we're up and running. So tomorrow's stream is actually going to be up on level 3. We should start on. So I got a sizing stream. Ishikawa-san needs paper for Saturday. So tomorrow's stream, Friday morning Japan time stream, tomorrow morning stream, will be up on level 3 in the soup kitchen or whatever the staff calls it, whatever the stream people call it.
The third floor. The top floor.
Level 3. Let's do
level
this.
3.
Let's go. Level 3.
Level 3.
This is level 1, level 2, level 3. That should satisfy British and French and Americans. Whatever.
Okay.
Are we done?
No shows. Okay, I guess we're done. We will see you all next time. I'll turn off this one, and then hot mic.
Somebody's asking about the diesel statue. Does it have a red scarf?
Yeah, it did. That one does.
Well, she changes it. She keeps it washed and changes it now and then and puts. I think she has a yellow one there. There's different meanings here
Yeah,
that I
I
don't
don't
get.
know.
She takes care of it very well. She feeds it, washes it with water.
Wow,
Yeah, it's her responsibility. So.
interesting.
Okay, gang.
Okay,
See you
Thanks
tomorrow.
a
Thanks
lot.
very much. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.